If you want to find out how the 1% of top performers are using standing meditation to perform, and when I say top 1%, I'm referring to your business executives, your top athletes, or your top martial artists, then this video is for you. And this is a story about one of my clients, Stefan Duvivier. He's been with me since November, plus or minus close to 6 months or so. And I've been coaching and training him on standing meditation as the basics before going on to other Qigong training methods that are usually used in my lineage of Tai Chi or internal Kung Fu. You're integrating the mind and the body from an external aspect to a physical aspect. What happens is that the feet synchronize with the hands, or the ankle joints with the wrist joints, the knees with the elbows, the hips and waist with the shoulders, or the hip girdle with the shoulder girdle. And so again, the hands or the feet pairing with the hands, the elbows pairing with the knees, and the hips and waist pairing with the shoulders. This what helps you with whole body power or movement. The body begins to move as a unit as opposed to it being isolated, which is usually what you get if you bodybuilding. You're working, let's say you're doing arms today and then legs the next day. Whereas with standing meditation, what you're doing is that you are cultivating that whole body connection. And in that whole connection, you're also harmonizing the mind and the body. How does the mind and the body harmonize? It's very simple. There's a thing that we have that is called sinking the chest and rounding the back. This is the same thing as the phenomenon when you feel overbeared with when there's too much going on in your life, or if you're in a stressful situation, you will find yourself doing this phenomenon where you sigh, you let go. Okay, you allow the mind to rest down, and essentially what you're doing is you're grounding yourself. Yeah, which is basically what you do. So let's say if I do the hiking tree posture of the standing meditation, this fundamental posture that I've been training on, you basically from here sink, I relax, and I'm relaxing my hips. I'm sinking them slightly down, bending my knees, my toes are slightly in, so this is closed, okay? And I'm relaxing my shoulders and then rounding and sinking my elbows. The wrists slightly come up. And all of this is to open certain parts. So you also have the three internals, which would be the mind will synchronizing with the heart mind, which is when you sink the chest. And that will then harmonize. So you have the mind will synchronizing with the heart mind, and then synchronizing with the chi, the energy, and then the chi then synchronizing with li, which is then the body. Okay, so those are the three internals, and then you have the three externals, and they all come in. You have six, and it's pairs. So you basically feet, hands, elbows. So feet, hands, that's one. Elbows, knees, that's two. Shoulder, hips, and waist, that's three. So in other words, mind will and heart mind, that's one. Mind will with chi, that's two. Chi with li, that's three. Okay? So in total, 6 harmonies. And that is what you're cultivating when you're doing standing meditation, that whole body movement. So my client, Stefan Duvivier, you can see it when he's playing basketball. Yes, he was coordinated, but what he's doing is, as he's doing standing meditation, he's removing the friction. So what happens is we all hold excess tension in the body, especially when you're doing weightlifting, you're going against gravity. Whereas when you're doing standing meditation, you're learning to harmonize yourself with gravity, where you let go of the excess tension in the body, allowing for more freer movement. That is a very basic aspect of standing meditation and what you get. So when people tell me what are the benefits, for me, there's a lot. It helps me with Tai Chi. And this can help you in your daily life. So, like the whole concept of rooting, it's all about calming the central nervous system. So, if you're in a business meeting and you are going through stresses or stresses in your business, this will help you. If you're a martial artist, this will help you when you're fighting situation. By you being able to be more calm, there's more freer movement in the movements that you know already. So it's not that it is necessarily improving it. What it's doing is it's allowing you to be more supple, more coordinated by simply learning to let go. Okay? And it can help you regardless of the movement, whether it's basketball, um, whether it's high jump, tennis, golf, whatever may be the case. And you have a more sensitive and awareness of your internal body and thus your external body. If you check the link in the description or the pinned comment, there's a free tutorial on standing meditation, which is basically the stuff that my top clients like Stefan Duvivier and them pay for. But I'm giving it for you for free. And you can use that as an introduction in understanding the basics of fundamentals of standing meditation. It also comes with a free guidebook on theory on how to stand and then do it. Standing meditation has been around for thousands of years, so it's very beneficial. And also, what I wanted to add is that my background is I'm a student of Dr. Jeff Land, who's a student of Dr. Lin, and Dr. Lin was a student of Ching Ben Ching. So that's my lineage. And a lot of these things are usually kept secrets. So you see a lot of standing meditation, but there's certain intricacies that are not mentioned. There are certain subtleties that are not mentioned, which are quote unquote secrets. And you'll get that in the free tutorial. Check the link in the pinned comment or the description. And that's basically it. So with standing meditation, it will help you in cultivating your internal power, and it can also help you in your day-to-day basis, especially if you want to be a top one performer. Thank you.